Good morning. Today, I'm gonna show you how to easy make a R&B melody from scratch. Probably for somebody like P&D or Bryson Tiller. Go ahead and tickle that like button. We're gonna get into it. Let's get it. So as you can look at this melody right here, it doesn't look complicated at all. So let's go ahead and dive into it. First thing that we got are just some simple chords. Very simple, like you ain't gotta do much, you ain't gotta overthink it. So first we got Sky Keys, and I'm not gonna lie, for making R&B and melodic stuff, Sky Keys definitely has some good presets in there. So first we got this About Time preset. It's like a reverse kind of textured sound, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm going for like a dark texture R&B type of sound. So here's what we get for the first melody. So as you can see, like the chords are so simple, but because of the sound, it already sounds pretty full. So you know, for real, this could be like a whole melody by itself, I'm not gonna lie. So for that one, just to EQ to cut out some of the lows, because it was a little bit bass heavy. But yeah, so to make something similar, right? I think that it's good to use minor chords because they usually sound more darker or emotional rather than major chords. And I also use notes that's close to each other, like right here. They're close, these are close, like they kind of build more tension in the melody. So to make something similar, let's go ahead and make let's start with B. All right, so now I'm gonna make a B minor chord, but I'm gonna take this F and move it down one whole tone. So now it's at E. So we get this. Then I'm gonna go ahead and probably get an extra note in there, probably a F sharp. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and take this and go down probably 2, and then take this. Let's see how this sound. All right, sounding good. Now we gonna go down again. We got that. And now for the last one, we're gonna make one of the notes not in the scale. It's gonna be in a harmonic scale actually. So we're gonna go, let's change this E to an F. So yeah, literally that's the chord progression right there. So simple. And if you wanted to, you can go ahead and add some, it's like a top melody, or add some chops in the notes or a bass in it. But for real, like this is pretty much good right here. So as I always say when it comes to making R&B stuff, once you make the first melody, it's pretty much smooth sailing for real, because a lot of it can just be layering. So that's what I did. So I go to Sky Keys again, and I grab a different preset, the Intermirror preset, and this is what it sounds like. So that's more like a pad slash key type of sound, and I think it goes very good with the first sound, because the first one is like more textured and like a little bit on the harsher side, but this one is more, I guess, softer and more personal. So that's why I chose that. And yeah, for this one, no effects for real. Like sometimes when it comes to making a beat, it's also about knowing when not to do stuff. Because, you know, a lot of times you might say, you know what, I want to add this effect, I want to add reverb, delay, chorus, and like that's cool, but knowing when to keep stuff blank and keep it raw can also go a long way too. So now we get into the bass, which I always love to use like certain basses out of different banks. This one's called the Heels, and I got it out of this RM for Love bank, which I use for a lot of my R&B stuff. And this is what it sounds like. Literally just copy the bass notes. Like, yeah, so simple, I ain't gotta explain that. But now we get into Arcade. So I love to use the Aura bank and Arcade, specifically Rejuvenation, because they have a lot of good textures and atmospheres that go good as backgrounds for your beats. So here's what I chose for it. Yeah, I love to use that sound specifically. I love to use that a lot. It just adds some real good ear candy to your melodies. So yeah, when you hear the melody, you probably gonna bust. All right, so now of course, you know, for making R&B stuff, I love to add vocal chops. So this one I got out of a Cymatics vocal kit, and it sounds like this. That, and we have a lower octave too. So for that one, just the EQ, just to make it sound more like a telephone EQ. Then next, I think I deleted the pattern, but pretty much I played out a lead like on my MIDI keyboard, just some random licks, and then I reversed it. So before I reversed it, here's what it sounded like. So yeah, that kind of sounds a little bit buns, not gonna lie, but it doesn't matter because if we're gonna reverse it either way, so just set your, this is what we get. Alright, so all together, this is what you get. So now you're probably thinking, bro, that doesn't sound like the melody at all that I heard in the beginning, which it's, you gotta wait for it. Like, bro, just calm down, okay? Don't get your panties in a bunch. We're gonna get there. So pretty much, one key thing to making like dark R&B and like texture kinds of melodies is a couple things. First thing is to have time. Of course, that's gonna make anything sound darker, and then also reversing, because you know that's what we love to do. So I'm gonna show you what I did. So first I got a half time on a half preset, then an EQ to cut out a good amount of the lows, and this is what we get. See, it just feels a lot slower and a lot darker too, which is what I was going for. So yeah, so we got that, but we're not done yet. We're gonna add some extra stuff for some ear candy and to kind of give it some brighter tones to it. So first I went to Sky Keys again, and I grabbed this processed flute, and this one, you know, like I said, I played it as ear candy. This is what it sounds like. Yeah, like just something just so subtle for real, like can make a big difference. I think that people, they underestimate how much ear candy can do. I mean, I used to like, you know, underestimate it. Like, bro, like it's just like one little sound. It's not gonna add much to the melody. Like, bro, trust me. Like the small stuff, that stuff adds up, no cap. So we got that. Then we got arcade again, and I want to add like a little bit of like a guitar in it, right? I know you probably thinking, what? Ain't no guitar gonna fit in there, but trust me, a guitar, like if you find the right one, it could definitely fit. So I found this bank. It's like I think it's called Poolside or something like that. I don't even know, but yeah, it's the Plug Gaze bank, and I found this guitar preset which sounds like this. So like with that, to me, it makes the melody sound a lot more ambient and more emotional. Cause I don't know how to explain it, but just when that comes in, it changes the vibe for real. So then last but not least, we got another synth bass out of Analog Lab, and right, so I'm using the same bass too from the original melody. but you know it's EQ, so you can't hear it much. So you probably wonder why I still use it, just to make it like have just some more feeling in the low end. Even though you're not gonna hear it as much, it's about the feeling for real. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. If it don't, all right. So yeah, we got Analog Lab, and we got the No Labels bass, which is probably one of my favorite ones to use out of the RM for Love bank. And this is what it sounds like. So that's the melody right there. Now, if you want to hear drums over it, here's what it would sound like. But yeah, fam, that's the end of the video. So hopefully you learned something from that. If you did, go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow my socials. Let me know what you want to see next and everything like that. Make sure you're drinking your water and making some good melodies too. And yeah, you know, if you need any help or you know want to ask a question, go ahead and hit my Instagram out. You know, I'll be glad to help you out. Yeah, but yeah, that's about it. So peace out.
So come fly with me for the night.